Yes, Sirski. We are back
Number
again.
19.
Number 19. What in the Metaverse podcast, baby? What it dooski? Unfortunately, I could not get it to send to my kick. I don't know what is going on with that. So, yeah, for the people, hope they come this way from my stream. But
Dang.
what in the Metaverse 19 episode. I'm King Apollo. Got my host with me, Jay Cluster. We on the wrong side today, but it's all right. I'm not switching it this time. We're just gonna have to hang out. We'll be a little different for the next 2 weeks, I guess.
I'll use my other screen.
we'll be different for the next 2 weeks. So definitely got some cool things coming up. But very excited, man. Coming up on episode 20, bro. How you feeling?
I'm excited for episode 20. You know, really, wait, are we going to be talking about what we're doing on episode 20 or not?
I guess we could get to that in a second. Let's get some more people in here, but just continue what you were saying.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really excited because we're going to be having some great chats and it's going to be really good. But I mean, this episode I'm also excited about because a game that I have been entangled in for going on 2 years now finally has released a big portion of their game that makes it feel a lot more complete. Like there's actually layers of gamification that are interesting to me now.
Yeah.
And you know, I've been there from the beginning, started early, then I worked for them, and then I didn't work for them.
Things happen.
You know, I've hosted tournaments for this game. I've done all sorts of stuff with regards to this game. I streamed this game religiously for a year, and I'm just really excited. I'm really excited to get back into it. I got a whole bunch of stuff going on it last night. I was playing until maybe a little bit too late into the evening or morning last night. But I couldn't help it, man. And the vibes were so good. We had a good group of people going. It felt like the early days, and that was nice.
That's lit. Yeah, I got on. It was quite a few people playing, and it was cool to do the thing. But we'll get to the game of the week. Cluster's really excited, and I'm glad to see his excitement because he has been very invested into it. So I can't wait to get into that. But I'm just really excited that like we do this on a weekly basis. So for us to hit episode 20 is like a huge milestone for us. So, you know, that's 20 weeks of us doing this.
Yeah.
That's really big. That's over almost 4.5, 5 months of content, along with us also doing 2 conventions where we went and did a podcast on Wet of Them and interviewed a lot of good people. So
still so many interviews yet to come out too.
Yeah, man, we still got a bunch. Like we got some. I mean, if you wanna hint at the next one, you can, but that's up to you since it's one of your bangers. We did just drop a bangers with Sappy Seals that I did.
Yeah, and that one is, and it's doing great. I'm stoked about that one.
Yeah,
the Sappy Seals community is just really pumping that up, and they're so supportive and all that. So it's been really cool to see all of them Sappy Seal Army people just arfing it up.
Yeah, man.
Quickly, just before we get too into it, everybody who's coming in, thanks for coming in. Welcome in. You know, we got some new faces in here. We got some regulars. So welcome in, everybody. But yeah, I mean, more content in the pipe. It's just a matter of what do we do first, really. There's so much to do all the time. Yeah. It's a good feeling.
Yeah. We got some creator interviews, people working in the space. We got a bunch of stuff. W Watch to Earn. Yeah, shout out Super, man. We'll be getting into that a little bit later. Shout out Super. Super hooked me up with that little bit of tidbit of info. He actually told me about it last season, but we'll get more into that. We're both a little excited today. We get to talk about a game we've both been around for a while, and it's just a lot. But yeah, episode 20 is gonna be huge. I'm just gonna put it like this: we're bringing some of the biggest heavy hitters in the space in this space to the podcast. But also we will be doing it on a separate day. So next week, just a forewarning, the podcast will be on Thursday, right?
Thursday. Yeah.
Thursday. It will be on Thursday. We will post more than likely on Tuesday or Wednesday about it. So this podcast will be on Thursday evening, and that's due to the people that we're bringing on and scheduling conflicts. So we will be doing an unorthodox podcast, but it will be a banger. We have some super heavy hitters coming on, and it's going to be really good. So
legends
in the game. So I guess we got people up in here now, and I'm going to go ahead and send out this tweet because for some reason it didn't go to my page. So I'm going to send out the tweet for the kick. Get some people over there and there.
I was like, wait, I definitely posted it.
Yeah, no, you're good. My kick is not showing up. I have one minute kick up right now, but for some reason, my kick isn't going in today. But the homies is in here. I see Super Hot, Vince here, they're in here. Two of the So Rare homies, also NBA fans, so they're excited to come in here and hear about this.
If you guys, anybody in the chat could help us out, share the word, spread the word that we're live. You could post that link. King, I don't have access to global chat.
Gotcha. Sending it out now. One out to the globe, baby. Well, that only goes out to the only place it doesn't go is Kick at the moment, but they are working on that. So does it not allow me to post links? And imagine not being modded in your own channel, huh?
That would be gret. You know, it's like
yeah.
I feel like I belong.
I go in there to drop something. It's like nope. All right. There you guys go, man. Yeah, man. Share that out. Let them know we're live. If you're loving it, man. Also today, a little surprise. I was gonna say it before, but I'm gonna choose a So Rare card to give out today too, towards the sports section of the call, man. I'm gonna give away a So Rare card. I'm feeling the mood, so we're gonna do that. So we got all that out the way, intros, everything, formalities, all of that great stuff. So I mean, Jay Cluster's favorite part, one of his favorite parts of the show is Game of the Week.
No, it's definitely my favorite part.
Yeah. I think you love cybersecurity just as much because you're a techie. But
no, I mean, I like it, but I don't like. I mean, I'm a gamer way before I'm a techie.
Yeah,
I would still say
I think gamers are just like internal techies.
Usually, it's pretty.
Yeah,
it's pretty rare to find a gamer who's like, I don't get it. How does the tech work? They're all like,
oh, well, let me tell you.
Yeah, facts. So, Game of the Week. Boom, big time, baby.
Big time.
And listen, finally here. It's been around for a long time. One of the pioneers in the Web3 space. They were one of the first kind of built out release games that came out. It was an early build. Me and Cluster have both been playing for a substantially long time. Cluster is a silver pass holder. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
And I'm a J pass holder. So if you don't know about Big Time, a little bit about it, it is a battle action RPG. And it's really cool because you fight through time. And me, as somebody who's a real big fan of history, it's really cool to be able to go into these different dungeons and these different time periods. Cluster kind of hated me because I always just wanted to go to Egypt because that's just like one of my favorite places to go. I love Egyptian stuff. So, but it's really cool. And they added something that Cluster has been very, very adamant and very, very patiently waiting for is the economy, because he's very heavily invested into a lot of things that involve the economy, right? He is a substantial holder of spaces. This man has like honestly, Cluster could do like MTV Cribs in his big time house, his big time spaces.
There are people with better cribs, but I'm happy with my space.
Yo, dude, you're up there. I mean, I literally have a one-room apartment in Brooklyn, New York, with rats and roaches. So I think you're living pretty much well better than me. But with that being said, yeah, the economy's dropping. Yeah, I want to see your space. I mean, if he wants to pull his space up, he can pull it up and show you guys. That's up to him. But economy drops, and what's really cool about that is it is going to allow for a lot of different things, as far as like uh, earning within the game, and that earning can lead to you crafting and making some really cool items, crafting NFTs, right? Um, so like a lot of these drops and stuff that people have been getting can be put to use whenever we end up playing. Okay, it can be put to use by actually like upgrading and doing some cool stuff, and like honestly was going through the videos and like going through the literature of the economy, and it's really intricate. It's quite complicated if you don't understand and like looking at charts, but once you really break it down, it gets quite simple. And it's literally a player based ecosystem, where naturally in games that we know, right, like Fortnite and these other games, is where the actual IP or company sells said skins to players. With their ecosystem and the way their economy is set up, you get these things by actually grinding the game out or purchasing them on a secondary market from somebody who grinded the game out.
It's all player driven.
Yeah. So, I mean, Cluster could go deeper into that. He's like I said, he's honestly one of the reasons I got into big time. And let's just be honest. He's one of the reasons I got into big time. Reason I became a big time ambassador as well. So like he's the guru on this stuff, man. I'm just a guy tagging along, but I do love big time as well. But like, what's your thoughts on the economy and like all of this stuff? I know you're like ready to craft some stuff. I seen you opening some mystery boxes last night too. You got some cool stuff.
Yeah. So how do I explain it? The economy is player driven. There's a token and there are NFTs. Yeah. And there are different types of NFTs. There are the utility NFTs are the things that you need to craft other NFTs and also to generate the time token.
Yeah.
So you get the utility NFTs, and then from those you can craft different armor, craft different weapons and shields and all that good stuff. And then another utility NFT is used to create hourglasses. When you equip those hourglasses, then you start generating time token, big time token.
Yeah.
And the big time token will like be a drop that you pick up while you're playing the game, which is really cool.
So similar to how the NFTs were before, right?
Yeah, and they're still NFTs do still drop in the game.
Yeah.
But you can craft your own now. And the way that the crafting works is that you'll start out, you can craft a basic sort of common NFT. And then you can, if you have you craft 3 of those, then you can craft an uncommon version of it. And it has to be like, it'll be the exact same piece of armor, but it'll be a rarer version that looks different.
Yeah.
And then you get 3 of those uncommon ones and you can craft a rare one. And then you get 3 of those rare ones and you can craft an epic one. If you get three epic, and it goes up all the way until you get to unique. And there's only one unique item for each of those, that type of NFT.
Yeah.
So it'll be like
that's
a certain
the race.
type of helmet.
Yeah.
So there's like a race for every single item too. And every season there's different items. So that's a constant thing. You need to be farming big time token or getting big time token because that is actually used in the crafting process. So there's time crystals that you need to create big time token. And then you need big time token plus other different, like they call them premium currencies.
Yeah.
It'll be like a different type of, I'll look right now. What's it called?
The premium currencies.
Yeah, augmented terracore, raw Blushfire
Oh
Lattice,
yeah, that's the stuff
Raw
that I was
Terror
getting.
Core.
Yeah, and I was wondering when I first hopped in and was doing a tutorial, I seen that stuff coming, and I'm
Yeah.
like, hey, what the heck is this stuff? And it's like I don't remember this from last time, so it's
Yeah.
like probably
So
has something to do with the whole crafting situation.
it does. So like the augmented terror core is for creating armor.
Yeah,
The raw Blushfire Lattice is for creating weapons, and I think the raw terror core. Oh, I think that's yeah. So I think that's also for armor. But yeah, so there's all these different things that are working together. It's a completely player run economy. So when you look on the BigTime website, it's like
yeah,
how much of this material is on the market right now? Zero, because everybody's just
just
starting.
hodling. Yeah,
But eventually we're going to be exchanging our own sort of resources for other people's resources to be able to be to craft the things that we want, to be able to farm this big time token and things like that. It's really
yeah,
exciting. So
yeah. And they
and
also have a lot of stuff set up for you to actually get the big time token as well. Like they have the leaderboards and they'll be running events. I'm pretty positive. I'm not for sure, but I'm just like throwing a guess out there because I did the events as far as like last time when the preseason and you got substantially better drops in there. And I don't mean just NFTs. I mean as far as just like armor and stuff like that. So I
yeah,
don't see that. I don't see that not being in the like maybe one of the options that they use, but you know, like I see like there's going to reward the grinders, but also the thing I like about the economy is the limitations on the things allows for it not to get botted out or auto counted out, right?
yeah,
We've been in multiple games where we've seen this happen. No need to mention them, right? But you get to a point where when people can see that they can extract value and resources out of something that turns into monetary value, sometimes that thing gets exploited, right?
yeah.
So
Well,
I feel like they go ahead.
they have it really locked down because basically the supply is capped by the player base and
Yeah,
how much the players can farm,
exactly.
and the demand is also dependent on the player base. So like you can only there's only so much big time token to go around, right? At all
Yeah,
times. So it'll it's a pretty deflationary system in my opinion, and I'm pretty excited about it. And as the game grows and as more players come in, uh the demand will increase, but the supply will stay capped. So
yeah,
it's going to be pretty interesting to see how this economy shakes out for sure.
yeah. Which is gonna be really good. Yeah, I'm outright actually like was looking at the charts and stuff of like the player base, or how big time token would be at a lower player base and the same at a higher player base, right? The supply remains the same, and then the demand substantially jumps when you go to a higher player base, and that's really cool. And also the cap of like hourglasses and stuff that can be used at a certain time, things like that allow like not for these guys to have like 1,000 hourglasses or something. I don't even know if that's possible yet, but right, like be able to just like farm it out and go crazy. So I do like the preventative measures that they put in place. I think from the bigger titles that were exploited, I think they took a lot of good notes, and maybe the patience paid off. And you know, this seems like a really solid economy in my opinion. Um, and like
Yeah.
another just like few things I want to hit on that they also did well, right? As we talk about that is um the onboarding experience. Um once you're actually able to get in at this current moment, right? You either have to own a space, you have to be a pass holder from Jade up, I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah.
Jade up, right? Um, or you reach level 20 in any patch, right? And if you have done any of those things or hold any of those things, you're allowed to play right now. But outside of that, when you are in, right, and you can create an account before then, I'm pretty positive, right? Because
Yeah.
that's how you buy space, right? Creating
Just
an
sign in with
account is
Google.
sign in with Google, sign in with Twitch, sign in with Discord, right? three things that all gamers are familiar with, right? Familiarity. That's what they need. They don't want things outside of ordinary. So that's super, super, super dope to see, like the seamless like integration of onboarding, right? On top of that, the community that they've built over time, and I want to say arguably is probably one of the biggest ones in Web3.
It's like it is the most streamed Web3 game
on Twitch. Yeah.
On Twitch right now.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
I mean, that does speak a lot because you know, there's all sorts of Web3 games that get streamed on Twitch that have like, I don't know, 30 viewers tops all the time. But BigTime is regularly streaming it like 300, 400 people in their category more. So I mean,
it was 288 the other night when I was on. So
yeah, they're punching above their weight for sure. They got a huge Discord, huge Twitter. You know,
Discord's at 350K. Twitter's like right under the cusp of 250,000, 245. So, I mean, those numbers are really good. I mean, when you got projects out here running around with like 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 like major IPs attached to them, and then you see something like this, and it just shows like, obviously they found the right route to do things, man. And I honestly feel like a lot of it was, like you said, the most streamed game on Twitch. It was a lot of the integration with the actual content creators, which we say all the time, right? Content creators can help push the game. Like you work with them way longer than I have.
They put a lot of work and resources into work, like trying to focus on a Web 2 audience specifically, and just like giving them an experience that Web 2 people, like traditional gamers, will resonate with. And a lot of I play with a lot of BigTime people who are streaming BigTime and who've never even thought about Web 3, and that really helped grow their presence, and they really nailed it on that.
Yeah, for sure, man. So I mean, it's just, I mean, my only gripe was the resets, and I understand it's a part of the live player model, right? I'm just very impatient, ADHD, and I'm a collector. So if you tell me my things are gone, I get a little upset. So, but that's over. That's over, baby. Preseason's here. We get to rock out. I actually even switched it up a bit. Cluster asked me last night. I know he thought he was going to hear Time Warrior, but I switched it up. I am now a Shadow Blade, and I actually like the movement of the Shadow Blade, bro.
Shadow Blades are fun.
Yeah, like when you run and you can do the whole like tornado spin thing. Oh, that's so fire. I love that. So for sure,
it's a cool flourish.
Yeah,
so,
man.
I mean, there's I don't know if I should tell you. Never mind. I'm not going to tell you.
What?
Nothing.
Tell me. Is it have to do with the Shadow Blade?
No.
What?
There might be resets still.
Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll get more information on that.
There might be. I mean, I thought there wasn't going to be, but then I had BigTime in my chat yesterday.
Okay. Well, we'll get more info on that. I'll be dropping. I'll be dropping. Yeah. I'll be dropping a BigTime video this week. Be on the lookout for that. It'll be dropping probably about Tuesday. I'll post it on Twitter, the What in the Metaverse YouTube, and I have solid information on that in the video for you guys. So we'll definitely get to that. But anything else you super excited about with BigTime, bro?
Well, I got the game up, so I'll show you guys my space.
Let's get the MTV Cribs of J Cluster space. Let's hope the
Restream can handle it.
Yeah, let's hope Restream's not being a butthead today.
All right, Restream, I believe in you. Wait, can I even share my game? Window. Okay. BigTime. Share.
All right, there we go. All right, so we're going to take a look at J Cluster space. I'm actually going to full screen it so that looks a little better. But he's 1440, so it's going to look a little weird to you guys.
My bad.
You
So
good?
this is the starter space that everyone gets, right? And then if you have space, you can connect the store. It is a little bit janky, isn't it? But
Yeah. Now, also, guys, please remember that he is streaming it through Restream. This isn't the actual quality of the game. It looks way better than this.
so you can see this is my map of my metaverse right now. I've got several small spaces, a couple medium spaces.
Look
One of my
down towards the
medium,
ground so it kind of shows it a little better. Yeah, I
yeah.
guess that's,
So
yeah.
one of my medium spaces is a mythical one and mythic one, and then another one is an epic. So the biggest, most exciting thing that happened to me yesterday is I did manage to pull a legendary Time Warden,
Yeah, I was there for
and
that. That was dope.
I looked on the market last night. Legendary Time Wardens right now are $700 a pop.
That's a hit.
So how it
We're
works
not,
is
yeah. And
you
we're
can
not saying
attach.
you're going to get rich off big time, guys. It's just, he's just telling you what is the market looking
That's what
like.
the people have decided the price is at this current moment.
Exactly. It's the player driven price. Let's say that. Yeah.
So
All
this
right.
is the Time Warden area. Each so in a space they have different doors, and you can either attach another space to it or you can attach one of these utility NFTs to it. When you attach one of these utility NFTs to it, this is how you can like craft stuff. So you can see I've got a common hourglass being crafted right now on the top here. It's got 11 more hours. This is like one of it's the lengthiest crafting process because it's the foundation of everything. So I don't even have any other utility NFTs in my space right now other than Time Wardens of different rarities, because you need to craft common hourglasses to be able to craft uh, uncommon hourglasses. The same way you need 3 of each NFT to craft the next rarity of that NFT, you need 3 hourglasses to craft the next rarity of that hourglass. So I have like 10 Time Wardens right now crafting just common and or hourglasses so that I can start crafting uncommon one, so that I can start crafting a rare one, and so on. So um it's quite a production. If you look at my map, you just see a whole bunch of hourglasses right now. And once I'm done crafting all of these hourglasses, then I'll be able to actually craft something in my armory, because my armory requires um big time token. It requires the premium currency, augmented Terra Core, and it requires big time token, right? To craft this common NFT. So I need to start generating big time token as fast as possible. So all of my output right now is focusing on creating hourglasses. And once you get the hourglasses, then you can equip them into your collection here as like in your NFT inventory. And you can have up to 5 hourglasses, but you have to unlock them, each one of them, for a good chunk of time crystals. It's like $5, I think, per slot. It works out to. Um, so that's kind of like the basics of it. And once I start crafting big time token and enough of it, then I'll start sort of like, I've got some uncommon time wardens going right now, or I mean, some common ones and some uncommon ones. Those ones will probably get deprecated and turned into forges and armories eventually. But once I start crafting all this stuff, then I can choose to either keep moving on the rarity scale and keep trying to craft as high as I can, or I can start offloading like commons or uncommons or rares to other people who either want to use them as their cosmetics or who want to use them to continue on the race to crafting the most rare, most exclusive, wearable, etc. So that's kind of the gist of it. It's it's really exciting. I'm super stoked about it. I'm Going to be playing this game a lot.
Yeah, we grinded some countless hours. The last few patches, I think we did at least like 2 patches together. We played, so I can't wait to jump back in it, man. It's a lot more for my ADHD now, which is cool. It's a lot more to do. I like that. I like games where I can't get bored with just one part of it. So
Give me that dopamine. I need it.
yeah, I need to fix, baby. I need to fix, man. But yeah, man. So shout out Big Time, man. They game of the week. They made it, man. If you guys want to know more information about this, just hit us up. Also, quick little tidbit for the people who couldn't get in for the preseason right now. Hit me and Cluster up on the 10th. Reach out to one of us. We should be able to hook you up on the 10th. That's when they're allowing us to get you guys in there. So, yeah, shout out Super. I'm about to do the tutorial. Let's go. Yeah, Super's one of those people that made it. Yeah, he said you sold him.
You did lose your 10 artifact fragments if you didn't use them.
Yeah, I gotta use those. It's not showing replies for some reason. I was replying to everybody.
Just put it in your mind, Super Hot, that it was probably going to just be some sort of garbage common necklace or something, and forget about it. Move on.
Yeah. We said.
Forget about it.
But yeah, man. So like when we do our regular ones, it's a little shorter. So we are going to move on to the next subject and the next segment. Shout out Big Time. You guys want to check it out? It is bigtime.gg. I will drop that in the chats for you guys.
Or openloot.com. Either one.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Bigtime.gg or openloot. Drop that in the chat for you guys. Check them out if you haven't already. Also, if you want to do us a favor, you can use either J Cluster or King Apollo, just how our names are spelled in the item shop when you purchase something. And it helps us out as creators too, you know? So
yeah. King Apollo, J Cluster, really easy to remember, either one.
Yep. It's just our names, man. And that's for the Twitch and YouTube.
I think Super Hot. We were talking about your artifact fragments. Your mystery boxes stay. You should open them.
Yeah. But moving on to part of the show I like, a little bit, as
King
well
Apollo's
as game
favorite
of the week.
Part of the show.
Yeah. We are going to jump into sports section. Yes, sir. I said it. We're jumping into the sports. My favorite part of the year for sports, to be honest, is fall. And fall is the part of the season where, hockey overlaps baseball and that overlaps football and basketball all at the same time. So for like a month or two, we get all of those sports and I get huge dopamine just pumped into my veins and brain of sports action. And with that being said, the next one to come up on the list is NBA. NBA comes out in about, I think I want to say 2 weeks. We're about 2 weeks away, 2-3 weeks away. I'm super happy. My whole team's healthy, which means a lot for my team. So we'll be jumping into that. So I want to talk about some basketball stuff today, right? 2 topics we want to get into. First one I want to get into is one of my freaking babies, something I'm super heavily invested in. And reason like 2 or 3 of the homies is in the chat right now is SoRareNBA and SoRare in general, because I do play SoRare football, aka soccer for Americans and Canadians. So new season coming up. Season 2 for SoRareNBA. Really dope. They're adding some new stuff. I really felt like last year we were getting slighted and like shaded towards the football side of things, right? The soccer side of things, because they had a lot of cool stuff. They had ETH rewards. They had all types of different cards. They had club rewards where they could get all of these cool banners and all of this stuff and rep their teams and make their own customized styles and stuff like that. And we're at NBA. We were sitting over like, hey, bro. We're here too.
Give me some of that.
Yeah, we're here too, man. Like, we want some of that cool stuff. So I think we screamed enough at the top of our lungs and they listened, which is always great to hear from a company. And we got season 2 coming with a lot of cool stuff. So game week 1 starting October 17th. So I will be dropping some videos on SoRare. Be on the lookout for a King Apollo Sports channel coming soon. So be on the lookout for that. We're
You're
gonna
not
have
busy enough.
Hey man, I'm Steve Harvey, baby. Hey, listen, man, Steve Harvey of content. I gotta do it all. You know what I'm saying? So be on the lookout for that. We'll be dropping some SoRare videos. My plan is to do it weekly. And to drop videos to help you guys make budget lineups, maybe some key pickups, and stuff like that. Right. So be on the lookout for that. October 17th is when game week opens up. And lineups lock in on the 24th. So, you got that about a week to get your stuff together. Honestly, if you're smart, I'll start copping stuff now while it's cheap. You could play the waiting game and wait for the new cards to drop, and hopefully the old cards drop in price because
Not
they'll
financial
lose
advice.
their season XP. Yeah, not financial advice at all, right? But me, I know that I have 90 limited cards. And out of 90 of my limited cards, 85 of them increased in price over the last week. So that's just my tidbit. If you don't want to spend as much money on these players that you've been looking at, you might want to start. Go ahead and jump in there now. You could play the waiting game. New cards come out. You could go for a new card. They're going to be more expensive because it's low mints. But you'll get the 5 XP for each season. So if you don't understand what I'm saying, I'll kind of break this down for Jay Cluster, and I'll pull it up. I actually pull up my SoRare collection, which my girlfriend's probably going to get mad when she sees this. This is men's makeup right here. This is what this is. This is men's makeup. All right. But
how much you spend on this? Oh, only $10. I swear. It was just only $5.
I'll tell you this, my collection is worth $753, and my collection is undervalued at what I paid. I don't want to say about how much, but I spent a lot of money on SoRare.
Thrown at you right now.
Nah. But also, I want to show you as well, once we go in here, is the fact that I've also have won a lot of freaking rewards. With the amount I spent. And the thing is, really was last year, I knew I wasn't going to win for real. It was going to be hard for me to catch up, right? To the people who had like a lot of money. But last year was a setup year for me. So what I did last year, and I was telling all my guys that were in my thing, was buy U23 guys, which means they're under 23. They're 23 and under, right? You buy U23 guys, they got a longer longevity. So it's like long holds, right? And they're usually a guy that's sitting behind a star guy or a guy that's like a 6th man off the bench. And they usually have the opportunity that next year to maybe start, right? So then you kind of have like those little aces in the hole. And that's kind of how I set up for this season. So this season, beginning of the season, I got a bunch of those guys for cheap. Towards the end of the season, I picked up some really key players in the playoffs. And now I know going into this season, I got a lot of the good players already, and I got a lot of the young guys. So now it's just picking through the older guys that are good. I have to spend less money on them and stuff like that. But getting to what I was talking about with the XP, right? And this is what I mean when I'm telling you guys to go and make sure that you pay attention to this when you go buy cards. Look, you see this right here. You see it says season 5, season +5, XP bonus +1. What happens when these new cards come out? Because these are 2023 cards. When the new cards come out, the season 1 gets wiped away because it now will be 23-24 season. So if you're getting cards, this is the only thing that will stay. So what I'm getting at is the new cards will automatically come with the season bonus. So if you want to spend a little extra money, you'll get that bonus, and those bonus goes towards your actual fantasy points, right? So how this has a 6% bonus, if I score 20, I'll get an extra 6% of that 20 added on top of it as well, okay? So like I said, I have spent quite a few dollars, but if you look here, game reward, 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 reward. I win quite a bit.
Nice, man.
I won a few heavy hitters, but nothing crazy. But can't wait to see how the new cards are going to look when they come out. Don't mind my profile picture. It's actually hilarious. I forgot I changed it to that. But yeah, man. So season 2 coming out, and I'll actually even pull this up for you guys. Well, I don't need that up, but yeah, so be on the lookout for new cards, man. Scoop up the older cards if you want to. Just pay attention to the XP. Another new thing they're adding, like I said, they had cash rewards and wallets over there. We now have a cash wallet that will be added this summer coming up. and that will be a US dollar-based credit debit card deposit funds to deposit funds in the account, right? So basically be like an online wallet that they can deposit funds with credit cards, whatever they want. And that cash wallet can be used to buy things off the market and use for when you win prizes, right? It will be sent to that cash wallet. One big thing though too for my free to play players, because SoRare is free to play, and also if you don't play SoRare, hold on, let me hook y'all up. Here is, if you're trying to jump into it, let me get to it. Boom. If you're trying to get into SoRare, here's a way for you to get a free card. Once you purchase, you have to purchase 5 off the marketplace to get the free card. Just a precursor, but it's a way for you to get a free card. If you don't sign up through somebody's link, you can't get the free card. So just a forewarning. I get the same free card you get as well, and that's just being transparent. But if you want to get in, that's a quick way to get a free extra card. I kind of lost where I was going with that. Hold on. I know where I was. Oh, so season 1, free to play players. Listen, if you have common cards from last season, basically those cards will get retired. So, sorry, but you will not have those cards anymore. You will have them. Like, I have 111 cards that are common, right? All of those will get retired. You will not be able to use them this season. You will get another set. So basically, you'll get another draft. If you played last year, you get a draft. They give you a few set of cards. You're able to pick through these draft picks. They'll lay some cards in front of you, you pick one. They'll lay some more, you pick one until you got a full team. And then every week, they'll give you somebody new, and you're able to earn new cards by playing contests, right?
Gotcha.
And that's how you build a collection. But all of those cards from last season are wiped, and you will receive new ones this season. So sorry about that, but it is what it is.
You get these common cards. Can you upgrade them to uncommon, rare, and things like that?
No. So the way that you can do that is by playing in free-to-play common contests, and you have to win. The only thing about that is limited contests has a lot less people competing against each other, right? The same thing as you go up. Like if you get to unique, it's like usually like 10 people going against each other, right? And those cards are tens of thousands of dollars. You get to rares, it's usually like in the hundreds, right? And then limited is usually in the thousands, usually around like 10,000 people competing. But when you get down to commons, it's always up in 100,000s, right? So competing with a lot of people, but they reward a bigger portion of the player base that competes. Next to the mediums, I mean, next to limiteds and stuff like that, like they reward less people, right? So it kind of it evens out, but the whole reason that they got rid of the common cards from season 1 is to keep a fair environment for the new people coming in season 2, which makes perfect sense. So I'm a little upset because I grinded out a crazy free to play. My free to play is literally, it's so crazy that my free to play I have 111 and then I have 90 paid cards, right? So like I've grinded both of them just as much, and I also have done a lot of content helping my community do free to play lineups. So excited to see the new cards and the new ones, and I guess we just starting over from square one, which is cool too. So we'll be able to build together. So which is really cool. So I honestly think more than likely I'm gonna do a draft stream where we can all kind of draft together, and I hope people draft cards out. Another thing, like Ben Sears said, I'm getting to that. That is in the next one. The onboarding process and the restart for season 2 is October 17th as well. So to get your new cards, log in on October 17th and draft your new cards, get your new cards. All right. Another thing is I want to hurry up and get through this so we can get to play to watch to earn. Season 2 cards will. Okay, so first thing is they have 3D cards coming out. Really freaking dope. I cannot wait to see these. The All-Star cards that they dropped, the All-Star action poses were so cool. I can't wait for the 3D cards to drop. It's going to be amazing. And then they have dropped the scarcity counts, okay? So last year, it was 5,000 limiteds per card. This year, there will only be 1,000. Last year, there were 1,000 rares per card. This year, there will only be 100. Last year, there were 100 super rares. This year, there will only be 10.
Sheesh.
And as always, uniques have only been one of ones, so that will remain the same. That is a scarcity change from last year to this year for limited, rare, and super rare, right? They all have basically went down to 10% of what they were, okay? So it's basically 90% cut of supply, all right? So, which makes perfect sense because a lot of people already have cards and not that many players retire every year, right?
Yeah, so say you own a limited card from last season.
Yeah.
That supply is still at 5,000. So that means all of the limited cards from last season should technically be cheaper than the limited cards from this season.
Yeah, but that will also be because they have less XP bonus on them as well. So limited cards for this season, unless you have a card that reached +5 XP bonus, it won't start with +5 XP bonus. So what happens is it's kind of like the Stellar Fantasy thing where you awaken on one side and not the other, right? One's kind of like there, but it's not as strong as this guy is, right? And in this, it's all about points, right? It's all about points. And the multiplier on your points helps a whole lot. And the thing, the way you get those multipliers is by playing cards, right? So if you're a person with a lot of depth, like me, like I got 90 cards, there's no way I could play all of those guys every week. So only 3 lineups per scarcity, right? 2 to 3 lineups per scarcity. So there's no way I can play all of these guys. So when you're going out and buying, you want to buy guys that have those bonuses, right? So that's why substantially the older cards will be cheaper, but they are also less value to you in the actual contest, right? So it's like, if you're willing to be like, hey, listen, I can waive the 2%, take this 3% bonus, right? Because I know this guy is going to put up numbers with me because I know how to line them up. And you can take that risk, right? And if you got those sleeper guys that nobody has that puts up those numbers and you're able to surpass everybody else, right? It won't really matter about that little bonus. It'll actually keep you in the runnings. But it's really strategy, man. It's all about strategy, and it's a lot of different strategies. I watch a lot of different SoRare content creators. Shout out to all of them. I'm going to try to be linking up with some of them this year, but I mean, it's a huge strategy, man. I mean, you got a lot of players, you got matchups, you got matchups that make if you hold them for the long run, you have equal bonuses. Yeah. Facts. Exactly. So like, yeah, and that's the other thing too. Like, and that's another reason why I say like Houdini's one of the ones that we talked about this all the time, buying the young guys, U23 guys, right? You hold those guys for 3 seasons and they get 4 each season. Well, I mean, they're starting season 4 with 12 XP bonus, right? So in the aspect of like what you were saying, right? It could work out in your way on the long hold, right? Because at one point, if you could get, say you get 3 the first season, 3 the next season. Wow, not the sex season, guys. 3 the next season, right? And then 3 again. Well, you'll start season 4 with 9, which the new cards will start with 5, right? So, real strategic, bro. Real strategic.
If only I cared enough, I would be so into it. But
yeah, I mean, honestly, doing the free to play and just like guessing is fun for a lot of people. I found that, and I'm gonna tell you this too, and all of the sports people here concur with me. When you play fantasy, it gives you more of a reason to watch the sports. A lot of us watch our teams and when their teams play. So we don't really, it's like, I don't really care. What do I care about watching these guys for, right? But then when you got a guy in there that could possibly win you this 1-of-1 card or this card that's only 200 out there and is starting at like 400, $500, right? And you're just looking at that like either, well, I can really use this, or I am a super collector and I want this in my collection, right? You got the opportunity and it's like, bro, you sit there and you grind and watch that game like crazy. Like I watch teams I've never watched before, bro. Like me and Houdini was watching the freaking Pacers, bro. Nobody cares about the poverty Pacers. They suck. But we had players on their teams at one point, so we were watching them, right? So it does also help you, like, for the people who do like as sports, but don't really have a reason to watch it all the time. Yeah. For us sports betting DJs, it's electric, 1,000%. DFS guys, all of this, we love it. And it brings more excitement to the game and more anxiety and anguish. I'm not gonna lie. Because it's like you're depending on guys that aren't on your team. Like, that's why I hate you. I hope y'all never get him. Like, don't ever pick him up. Like, you just start like going crazy. So, and then they also added collection game, club shop coins, which is the thing they had over on SoRare Football, is where you can basically like your club is like, it's like your hub, like where you are, like say your profile. It's like your MySpace profile, right? And they have these coins that you earn each week from contests, which are beside the actual like ETH and like getting the cards back as rewards. They have a side currency that you can go and buy things. Like you might be able to buy, like me, I'm Orlando Magic. I might be able to go buy an Orlando Magic banner or Orlando Magic avatar to use as my profile picture, stuff like that to kind of make your shop look cool. They're adding that to our side, so that'd be cool. Daily gameplay will be hitting SoRareNBA coming after season 2 tip off. I did not know how I swung past that when I first read this. That's huge. Daily gameplay is huge because now I have no time ever to do anything. Thanks, SoRare. Thanks. Well, okay. Yeah. So that, and then they have a collection score that will be added to as well. I don't have much on that. I'm going to do a whole video on that, but that's SoRare season 2. Really big stuff coming up. I'm going to jump out of that. You got any more questions? DM me, hit me up on Twitter, something. And if you want to read the actual article that I'm basing majority of this stuff off of, there it is right there for you, dropping it on all chats. And we are moving on. Now, next thing in sports, get this over with so we can get to cybersecurity, is Bleacher Report Watch to Earn. Shout out Super Hot in the chat for putting me on this. Really, really cool type of situation. A little bit of Web3 integrated into some basketball stuff as well. So like I said, keeping it on the basketball. This thing is really cool, right? All right, listen. You sign up, and I'll give you guys, here's the...
Can you go full screen?
Here's the login for this. I sure can. All right, so sign up. I'm also going to drop this out the way so we can make sure we see everything, right? All right. Sign up, make an account. And basically, this is what happens, right? Now, it's multiple ways where you can get stuff, right? Go to the home, right? You see the marketplace here. This is how it works, right? Create your account. You can redeem cool prizes with this coin. Answer trivia questions in the session around the live at NBA TNT to earn tokens. Now, let me break this down. When they go live on TNT, they'll have QR codes and different type of things on the screen where you can scan and answer these trivia questions. They also have daily challenges where you come and answer trivia questions. Those trivia questions get you this BR token. This BR token is used in the marketplace, which if I could get to it right here, is used in the marketplace to purchase things. Now, this is where it gets cool. I know you see these nice, cool little digital collectibles, but let's go to this. The original purchase. Eligible address in the United States only. And this is a physical NBA on TNT branded bag mailed to you. No digital collectible is available with this item, which means this is a physical, right? You will be able to actually redeem for real world things. I don't know how much this was. They only had 10 supply of these. So it's also a thing of like being on point and getting your points up quick, because not only do they have TNT bags and like it's a cup right here. We got a t-shirt here.
Supply,
yeah, very limited supply of these. And they also have memorabilia. Shout out Super. Super has this one. He got this button right here. And it's only 4 of them. I think I'm correct, right? Super, this is the one that you got, if I'm not mistaken. But so on top of that, memorabilia, right? Digital collectibles. You can also get game day experiences as well with this that they release up here. So if you look, I can show you all of the tiers of stuff they have. Right, you have experiences, swag, and memorabilia, which are physicals, right? And then All-Star, Rookie, MVP are all like digital collectibles, right? But experiences is the big one. I don't know if they even have any up here right now, but I mean, imagine just being able to watch NBA, right? And from that, watching and earning and be able to go and actually go to a freaking game, maybe meet an NBA player and stuff like that. So I love to see that the NBA is like one of the spearheaded sports within the like Web3 integration and NFT integration of things. So yeah, really
Totally.
cool.
So, okay, I have
Yeah.
a question. Say you get one of these digital collectibles, not the physical ones.
Yeah.
Where does that get stored, and what can you do with it? Is it resellable, or is it non-transferable, or how does that work?
So the marketplace, and let's see, I'm super could help me more. Yeah, physical items ship from ATL within less than a week. And let's see. Well, let's just go up here. Let's see. So 87 available, right? So you could purchase them, but I don't think you could resell them. It's just basically building a collection at that point.
Got you.
So yeah. And
So,
then
I
here
mean,
shows it. Here shows like the different things: rookie, gray, blue, purple, kind of like the standard colors, all stars, kind of like the legendary, and you got swag and experiences. But yeah, it's really just like building a collection of things and being able to either just have them in these moments, because a lot of it's like moments from like TNT that are like really big. Like this is Ernie's debut. Ernie's been on TNT, NBA TNT for like 40 years. Man, he's been on NBA TNT since I was watching in the 90s. So it's like little things like this that you can just have like little pieces of history and stuff. So really do. And I forgot to talk about that too as well. They just partnered with Immutable.
Okay. Well, then they probably will have resellable digital collectibles eventually.
Yeah. So I think the partnership with Immutable is probably going to be like the movement of things to maybe their marketplace and stuff like that. So that's really dope. I'll get more information on the partnership with Immutable and like what that actually means. It wasn't much literature on it yet out there in the metaverse. So we'll definitely check more into that. But that's really cool, man. I love to see it. Really easy. It's seamless. All you need is an email to get on. Don't need a wallet. They create their own custodial wallet for you. So just go in there, sign up, do the trivia, watch it. If you already watch TNT, most of us already do. We watch TNT. It's usually the only one a week where everybody can watch it, right? Get in there, do the stuff, get you some free shit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody loves free stuff, man. I mean, but everything that's free is not good. Just remember that part. But we love free stuff, all right? But moving on, we're going to wrap it up here.
Moving onward.
Wrap it up here, and I'm going to pass it off. I'm going to pass the ball off, a little, hold on. Is it this way? This way. No, this way. To Jay Cluster, and he's going to, yeah, see, that's how you know he doesn't do anything with sports. And he's going to jump into cybersecurity. We got 2 topics to jump on cybersecurity, and then we'll let you guys get out of here. And I'll also give away a SoRare card. So while he's talking about that, I'm going to full screen him, and I'm going to look for a SoRare card to give away.
All right, real quick. I know we didn't really plan to do a copper drop, so whatever. But I'm just saying, with BigTime's new economy, my copper
space
before they get more expensive.
Copper
Maybe
space.
that's maybe what I would do, or look for utility NFTs. Their workshops, because people might buy a mystery box for like $70 and get uncommon utility NFTs, and they'll be selling them on the market for like $10. So you could avoid having to buy mystery boxes by just going to the market and picking up some workshops, like some common and uncommon ones for just a few bucks. So that would be what I would recommend as a cop this week. But as far as cybersecurity goes, there's a few things. Let's talk about the current events first. Current events. I don't know if you guys have all been following this, but Friend Tech came out, SocialFi. It's a nice idea. People can kind of like invest in you, so to speak. There's a copycat, a follow up. that was released on Avalanche Network called Stars Arena. Basically, just a copy pasta. It's the same thing as Friend Tech, as far as I can tell. Well, past couple days, Stars Arena has been under attack by hackers. So I'll just read this article to you guys quick. Maybe I should share this actually. Maybe. Let me do that.
What up, Drew? Shout out Drew in the chat. Shout out everybody in the chat too today,
What
man.
up? Yeah, you guys are all legends for being here. Thanks again for being here on our 19th episode.
19.
Yes, sir. So Stars Arena hacked as Memeinator token sale gains strength. I don't know what Memeinator token sale is and how it's related, but let's see. SocialFi is becoming a fast-growing industry in the crypto sector. Stars Arena announced a major hack in its ecosystem, and Memeinator has raised over. Okay, I think these are three not related things, but let's just talk about Stars Arena. Fast-growing social app announced a major attack on Saturday, which is today, so earlier today, a day after the developers stopped another one, which would be yesterday. In a tweet on X, the developers said that the attack had stolen over $3 million, leaving it with just $1.
Jesus. Imagine that. Just imagine the irony being like, man, leave him $1. It's like, just leave him one. Be ass about it.
So the thing is people are putting their money on here and on this platform, and now it's gone. So all of the investing people have done into these different people's SocialFi profiles is gone. Stars Arena is a new platform that was inspired by FriendTech, the social app that attracted over 100K users in the past few months. While FriendTech is built in base blockchain, Stars Arena is based on Avalanche. According to DApp Radar, Stars Arena has attracted over 20,000 users in the past few days. Stars Arena's performance has helped boost the performance of AVAX price, which has surged recently up like $1. Okay, so important news. We have secured the resources to close the gap caused by the exploit. So in other words, they're saying we figured out how to solve the problem after it's happened. They are going to
insurance on that money. Like, does that?
Nope.
Damn. So it's just a L. It's just a $3 million loss.
Let's see what they say. Additionally, a special white hat development team is coming in to rapidly review the security of the platform. We will reopen the contract with all the funds in full after a full security audit. So they are going to replace the money. This will happen very soon.
So they're actually just going to have to replace it themselves.
I guess so.
Well, I mean, that's a responsibility you take.
See you all on Spaces in a few hours. We aren't going anywhere. The arena marches on. So I don't know where they're going to get that $3 million. I guess the proof of concept worked well enough where they're probably able to find some sort of angel investor.
Yeah.
But that's a serious thing. I mean, these apps, the reasons why there's these security problems is they're basically just a web app built on top of like a browser.
Yeah.
And the security is quite lax. There's all sorts of holes in it. I was reading a really, really well rounded sort of breakdown on all the security about it, but I'll have to bring that up another time because that was from a while ago. But the person who had it all locked down and did all the research was Mind Your Biz. We've actually had on this channel before.
Hey, shout out Mind Your Biz. That's the homie.
So he did a really good breakdown on friend tech and the kind of security problems there might be. And I'm assuming Stars Arena had similar ones, but maybe there was a loophole that Friend Tech didn't have because Friend Tech hasn't been hacked yet. Stars Arena has. So that's that. Okay.
Do you feel like that could have been to like maybe like them seeing an opportunity and kind of like rushing or being in the making of doing the same thing Frank Tech was, seeing how like like influential
Probably.
front tech was, and they kind of like rushed it and didn't really do the proper security measures.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it
So
seems like. Because I mean, front tech was really huge. I've seen a lot of people like get heavily invested into for that. I got a lot of close friends and like owned and stuff like that that got front techs and really cool thing. But I mean,
I have a
also
friend tech.
yeah, really risky as well if it's not properly set up. So just be careful out there signing up for these things, man. Make sure you do your research. Make sure, like honestly, too, man. My advice to anybody is just like kind of wait, like let things happen, man. I'm one of those people who are like, you don't got to jump in every ship, right? You don't got to jump on every ship. Sometimes it's cool to watch from the docks and see if the ship can actually make the route and come back, right? So kind of take things slowly, man. Have some patience. Just because you see a lot of people making money or a lot of people doing something and it seems beneficial, sometimes it could lead to something being wrong. Because if they didn't have that 3 million to pay back, I mean, those people were just asked out of that money. And then we
Yeah.
got another SBF situation, or you know,
Yeah.
what's the other one?
FTX, Terra Luna.
Terra Luna, right? So you have another one of these situations where a lot of people are just out of money, right? And you don't want to do that. You don't want that happening. So just
No.
be on point,
Yeah,
man.
don't. So the final thing about Web3 security is, okay, what can you do yourself to keep yourself secure? There are all sorts of tools coming out that will really help you stay safe in Web3. So I just wanted to point out a couple things here. One thing, if we could get this screen up, King. Sorry, I know you're doing your giveaway.
No, I wasn't doing that. I actually had the same thing up, and I'm gonna pull the one I had up because it just what's the names fits a little better.
All right.
There we go.
Sure.
Just tell me where to scroll.
This is a Web3 antivirus. I saw them. They were on my profile commenting on one of my posts recently, and I looked into them. They seem pretty cool. I would definitely use a tool like this. You can scroll down a bit. What it does is it basically it it reads what DApp you're on, what kind of Web3 website you're on, and it basically vets the parties and the properties that you interact with, and it'll warn you if the contract is taking some sort of risky sort of moves. It'll be like, hey, this contract you're about to sign uh, has some sort of weird delegation and it doesn't line up or stuff like that. So they'll kind of tell you whether or not a contract you're about to sign is shady. They will tell you whether this DApp is worth it, if it's a phishing website type of a thing, and it's free. They have a premium version coming out soon, but the you can start using this today and hopefully save yourself from losing some money. So I mean, I would check that out. But then there are some new developments too for cybersecurity that I want to talk to you guys about. MetaMask just released this thing called Snaps. And basically, snaps are extensions for your extension. They're they're like browser extensions, but for your MetaMask. And you can add these snaps to your MetaMask, and they can do all sorts of things. Some of the snaps will make it so that you can use the Sui wallet in your MetaMask, or it'll make it so that you can use Solana in your MetaMask, or all sorts of different blockchains. But other ones, going back to the Web3 security thing, um, they are all about just keeping you safe. So if you're in the snaps.metamask.io section, if you just use the transaction insights filter, you'll see block fence, wallet guard, asset risk detection, save fruit, clear out scout. All of these things do different sort of jobs to keep you safe. So definitely want to check out Snaps. And if you go to the transactions insight filter, definitely look into getting one of these attached to your MetaMask. Block Fence empowers you to evaluate evaluate the safety of your transactions before giving them a green light. Wallet Guard, protect your crypto with transaction insights and proactive security alerts. Asset risk detection, detects risk of users' assets with Go Plus security. SafeRoot. SafeRoot intercepts dangerous transactions in real time and instantly moves your assets to safety. This one is like, that would be a lifesaver for so many people who've gotten wrecked, gotten their wallets drained and stuff like that. Clearo Scout, a snap that retrieves contract metadata from Clearo's Curate registries. Like, all of these things, connect them to your wallet. It's really easy to add it to your MetaMask. It's just one click. And the benefit of using MetaMask snaps is that they've been vetted, right? They have to go through a few hoops to be able to be listed on the snaps sort of marketplace, whether, if you will. So super good idea to add one of these, start using it. Keep that extra security. I'm gonna add SafeRoot to mine right now, actually, because I haven't yet. Do it. I highly recommend you guys either get a browser extension like Web3 antivirus, and or get a snap for your MetaMask. Snap that in there to help you keep safe on the internet. Because I mean, I've had my wallet drained before. It's not fun. No, sorry, Bob.
No, sir. I remember that.
Yeah. So that's it, man. I mean, that's Web3 security today. We touched on quite a few different things.
Yes, sir. We sure did. And we're going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and do this giveaway. But yeah, man, check out those. Dropped all the links in the chat for you. Shout out Cluster for finding those. A bunch of really cool stuff. I don't know why I'm missing 3 cards now. I swear I just had 90 and now I have 87. But yeah, I'll look at that later. So let's see. Let's give away somebody decent. Let's give you guys a nice little somebody. Find a young guy for you. Let's see. So, I want to give somebody that's decent though. I don't want to give you guys somebody that's not gonna put up some good numbers for you. I don't want a young guy. And for somebody like in the 15-20 range. Sorry, I know I was supposed to be doing this, but I also was trying to drop all the links in chat for people too as well. Jeez. All right, we'll do this one. Mason Plumlee. All right. So, first off, if you would like to win this, first thing you're gonna need is an actual SoRare account. If you don't have one, there you go. I'll send you one right here. Boom. W bench center, not even trolling. Facts. The facts. Facts. He is a guy that's on the bench, but if you look, he averages 18 points a game, which is really good. These are like top players, 36, 38. So he averages in between. He's a good place filler for you to put in there. And if his center gets hurt, he's definitely going to put up way more numbers. So for my sports fans, I ain't going to say guys. I say guys in the aspect of as far as like just people. But I can see how it could get misconstrued sometimes. All right. So if you're not already join up. Use that link right there to also help you get a free card. We're going to give this away. Only thing I ask that you do is just type WTM in the chat. Type WTM in the chat. Any chat, doesn't matter where you're at. Type WTM and I'll throw you on the wheel. And whoever wins will get this.
Hey, we got Empress in the chat. Welcome in, Empress.
All right. Here's my 3 SoRare heads right there. Look.
Don't WTM.
They've been
Who's
waiting for
getting
this
it?
episode. I feel like Houdini already has a Mason Plumlee. Do you have a Mason Plumlee, Houdini? Two's not. Two doesn't hurt, man. Trust me. I had two of some cards at one point. All right. So we got three people. All right. One last chance to get in that giveaway, man. One last chance. Right now I got three people in there. So I'm gonna go ahead. What I'm gonna do is pull up the wheel. Houdini, Super, and Seer. All right. Got three. All right, here we go, man. Cluster, who you think is gonna win?
Oh my God. Sheesh. I hope Super wins, honestly.
We hope Super wins. So it's just F Houdini, right?
Yeah, screw Houdini, that guy. No, I mean, I just feel like Super Hot has been here throwing all these W's in the chat. He's been like a long time supporter.
Facts.
But, and also I think Houdini probably has more cards. So.
Oh yeah, Houdini has. He doesn't have. I don't think he has as much as me, but he's definitely up there with cards. All right, so last man standing. What do you do? Nah, you're good. Did you want to get in on this giveaway? If y'all do, I'll give y'all one more chance, real quick. All you gotta do is type WTM in the chat, and I'll throw you in here. I'll give you guys one more chance. It's to win a Mason Plumlee limited SoRare card.
There she goes.
We got Empress in there. All right. Oh, we got one more in there. She's been here since the start too. I traded mine, so I don't think. Sorry, caps. No, you're good. I do the same. I type a lot of stuff in all caps and forget to take it off, and people always think I'm yelling at them. All right.
Sometimes I just do it back.
Last man or woman standing. All right. Here we go. Last one standing. If it lands on your name, you are out. You got to go. Damn. I blame Cluster for this.
Sorry, Houdini.
I blame Cluster for this.
Cursed you.
Will Empress be our first female on the podcast and first female winner ever? Wow. And it's down to Soup and Empress. Wow. The crazy thing is, too, is they both been here since the start. So it could be our longtime supporter, Super, or it could be Empress, who was our first female guest ever on the podcast and first VTuber ever on the podcast. If you haven't checked out the episode, please go check it out. It was episode 17. Yeah, 17, right? I think it was 17, yeah. I might be a little off.
No, it might be 16.
Might be 16? Dang, well, we've been pumping them out, y'all. Well, listen, check it out. Just go through the lives. We are in the process of moving those over and getting them on Spotify and stuff like that. So be on the lookout for that soon. Let's go. Last spin. Here you go. Who's getting kicked out? Do.
Oh my God.
What? Yo!
Oh my God!
Empress on the skin of her teeth. Wow, that's actually crazy.
So, Super, how robbed do you feel right now, Super?
Well, she said you could give it to Super. Say less. She said I just like to win. All right. Well, I'll send it over to Super. I think we're friends already, so I'll ship it over to him. I appreciate you being a fair sport, Empress. She probably like, I ain't gonna play that anyways. She probably didn't even know what it was for. So I'm just in there, man. I just like to win. All right. So now that we got that out the way, we will let you guys go today. Thank you so much for coming through, hanging out with us once again on your Saturday. We know Saturdays are chill days and days people like to hang out with family. So we do appreciate the time that you guys come and hang out with us for the hour and 30 minutes that we are live. Any remaining remarks you want to say?
All I would say is Have a blessed week. We'll be seeing you guys next week for episode 20. It's going to be legendary. So I'll make sure you guys mark that down on your calendars, because it's
On
that
Thursday,
important.
Thursday, guys.
It's going to be Thursday next week.
Thursday.
So, and then also I'll just say, let's rate out. We had the game of the week is Big Time. So I figure right into a Big Time streamer. Sneaky's on custom
All right.
TV.
Okay.
Pretty easy. And Sneaky gave me a fat raid last night, so
I seen you. I came back and you had like 70 something people. So holy shit, where the fuck do all these people come from?
It's home TV.
Okay. Now I'm just
copy paste that for you.
Yeah, put it in private chat, and we're gonna raid out, guys. And we appreciate y'all. We cannot raid out on Kick, so for the Kick people over there, we love you guys. We can't raid out because on Kick you need at least 5 people. So we're still growing over there. Oh, custom TV, yeah. Remember him?
Yeah. I'm sending my raid over. And yeah, guys.
Right in the channel, yep. Oh yeah, we already follow him on WTM. Cool. All right, awesome. Well, love you guys. Deuces. See you later.
Hey, to shoes. See you guys.